cyber warfare is another major challenge. We see China, Iran, North Korea, Russia continue to enhance their capabilities in cyberspace, and the United States of America really needs to clarify a cyber doctrine, in my opinion. If someone launches a cyber attack against us, we ought to have mutually assured destruction associated with that. We need to be able to clarify that various cyber attacks are acts of war that cause real threats. I do not think it's going to be very long before we see a cyber attack go kinetic. Attacks on our infrastructure, on our electrical grids, on dams. And we need to be thinking now about our execution strategy and ensuring we're prepared.
Well, let me ask you that. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of, I wouldn't say rogue nations, but there's enemies of the United States, i.e. Russia, North Korea, as you mentioned, and China. Would you support any kind of preemptive action if we knew that there was an imminent threat against the U.S. and its assets?
Absolutely.
By one of these countries?
I would hope no person that works in this building would say that we wouldn't take preemptive action if there was an imminent threat to the homeland.
Or overseas assets.
Sure. Look, if we're in a situation where there's an imminent threat to Americans being killed, we have to take action immediately. Now, look, I think that we've got to exhaust the diplomatic framework within the changing world order right now. I think President Trump taking over kind of resets the stage for America to be trusted again by our allies and feared again by our enemies. We never want to be quick to jump to armed conflict. Look, it's my neighbors. It's the people I go to church with in Northwest Florida who go first and farthest when we go to war. We cannot continue to live in a world where America is diminishing in its role and our adversaries pursue a more aggressive hegemony. You look at the extent to which Iran is tied to the Shia militias in Yemen, threatening Saudi Arabia, threatening shipping lanes. Iran believes they've got this kind of neo-Ottoman empire dynamic to their foreign policy that destabilizes Israel and the entire Middle East.
On his take on what President Trump said last year, he told me specifically that he's all for all options being on the table when it comes to advanced interrogation. He's for all of it. Is that something you think is necessary, or you think that, do you support that, what the president said?
Look, we get into a very bad space when politicians trying to make political points are defining the terms upon which we extract needed information to protect the country. So I agree with the president. We ought to have every option on the table when it comes to advanced interrogation techniques. And, heaven forbid, we have to have an I told you so moment where we could have gotten information, but we didn't because being politically correct was more important than protecting Americans. I hope we never have that circumstance occur, but it's going to require being a lot tougher as a country, and I think the president's going to do that.